Welcome to Elite Pro Golf Academy. Now today we're going to look at how to control your wedge distances. Okay, so how can we dial in our distances? We see an awful lot here at Peterborough Milton Golf Club. We see where people struggle to hit the ball different distances with their wedges. They're pretty good with a full shot, but when it comes to actually learning to control the distance, they're not quite so good. So how can this also affect your game? Well, if it's windy, we also find people struggle in the wind with their wedges, because when they hit only a full shot, the wind's obviously going to affect the ball a little bit more if you're playing a full shot, because it's a higher ball flight and it has much more backspin on the golf ball. So how can we control distance? Well, there's a few different ways we can achieve this. Now, people teach it differently. Some people may teach it so we do it like a clock face, so our arm goes to kind of 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. That's one way you can achieve this. The other way of doing it is to almost make a full golf swing. Let's say what is 100% or a full golf swing. Now when I say 100%, I don't mean it's 100% like it's flat out. I mean it's kind of like a normal full golf swing at normal speed. Okay, and then what we would do is kind of use an 80% scale, and then from there we may use a 60% scale. So I'm kind of going to demonstrate. I've got a 52 degree here and I'm going to hit the ball kind of a normal distance with my 52. So here's a normal swing. Okay, just pulled that one just a touch. Let's see how far that one goes. Okay, so that went 117 yards. Okay, now let's see what happens. I tend to use my percentage scale. So I'm going to use kind of what an 80% scale here. So let's have a look. So 80% of my normal swing. Okay. So that's gone. That one's gone 101 yards through the air. So I've managed to take off about 15, 16 yards on that shot. Okay, so now we're going to go for the third option, which is the 60% swing, and let's see what happens. Well, consistently pulling the ball a little bit to the left, maybe I need to practice a little bit more. And that one went 91 yards. So if I have a quick look on the data here, let's just have a very, very quick look on here. If I pull out, so my first shot carried 115 yards, the second shot went 101, and the third shot went 90 yards. Now, if I've now got a lob wedge, a gap wedge and a pitching wedge, I now have 9 yardages with that club, with all those golf clubs. So now I'm pretty good at covering different distances. And the other thing you could notice is the 60% shot came out much, much lower. So when we look at the trajectories, you could probably see that the balls on the screen here, you can see how the balls are at different flights as well. So the 60% shot might be very, very useful into the wind. Now, if I've got my pitching wedge and I've got to go a little bit further, my 60% shot might be the right distance. So practice this week. Find the right one for you. Are you working better at how far back you take the golf club, or are you a percentage of a full swing person? Practice it and dial in your distances, and this will make a massive difference to your scores.